Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Anastasia here with this week's Teen Mom Recap. So this week starts with Briana. Briana's sister Vanessa is moving to Oregon with her boyfriend. I'm not sure if it's into the same house with Jessica and Briana, but I'm going to assume so. Briana's glad she'll finally have a friend who is more or less forced to hang out with her, and she can't imagine Brayson's face when he sees that she's here. No, but I sure can't imagine Jessica's. More rent money, baby, yeah! Briana declares Vanessa to be her new babysitter who has to change diapers whenever she asks, and then she says she was joking. Yeah, I'm sure you were. We got a mini Jessica on our hands here. Also, Jaden is coming to Oregon sooner than expected, so Briana's social life is finally extending past accompanying her grandma to bingo night. Rachel hasn't heard from Jacob or Drew in weeks. Sucks for them, now they don't get to go on this free family trip to Atlanta with Rachel and her family. Mallory's boyfriend Lane is coming along and they are trying to work things out, something which concerns everyone because Lane is known to have been abusive to Mallory in the past. They're going to Atlanta because Stephanie has family there and also to celebrate Emerson's first birthday. Rachel's dad also lives there and she wants to contact him. Stephanie doesn't want her to. In the present day, by the way, Rachel is currently trying to move to Atlanta to advance her rap career. Give you a little sample of that.
Look, how you gonna need somebody when it all came from the book? I don't know about the rest, but you sure look a little shook. Talking about your spots of shit. Tried to get my best friends hooked. Talking about all of your hoes, but take a glance at niggas' looks. You wanna call him a little bitch, but really you ain't with the shit. How we sat and caught that gun and made you look like a little bitch. Now homie, you finna get this, cause you think you got the rhyme. Sitting in my bed right now and I ain't even wasting time.
Let me know how you guys foresee that working out. Teasha is graduating high school and Kaya wants to go to her prom since she missed out on her own prom. They're both excited to look fresh to death and plan to go shopping this weekend. But when that weekend comes, they're fighting because Teasha bailed on her to hang out with her cousin and her friends. Kaya calls her, demanding her to come home, screaming, "It's an effing day!" Like raspy voice crazy bitch scream that also makes me wonder if this fight is about something deeper than what we're seeing here. Kaya also accuses her of being with some bitches. Kayla and Luke still have not found a place in Iowa to live, and now Kayla's mommy wants to come along for the ride too. Kayla has mixed feelings about that, which I understand because Kayla's mom plans to quit her job to come move near her. Meaning she's probably going to start asking Kayla for a chunk of that teen mom check to pay for her rent. Just a wild guess. Also, one of the reasons Kayla left in the first place was because of her mom. Luke says if it was his mom trying to come, he would tell her no. Mallory agrees to come see Rachel's dad with her. Stephanie can't understand why they want to see this deadbeat who never paid child support, but Stephanie didn't pay child support either, to the tune of $20,000, so how about we watch our words there, Stephanie? But Rachel is her own person and wants her dad to meet Hazley. I personally wouldn't trust old Charles Manson here to meet my potted houseplants, but he is her dad, who she hasn't seen in 3 years. Kayla and Luke have their baby shower, which seems to go really well. Kayla worries what they're going to do with the goldfish that someone put for decoration in the middle of the tables. After this party's over, I might be able to toss a few ideas at her. Luke's mom is also concerned about no longer living close to him, but she seems surprised that Kayla's mom is going to the extent of following them there. Ashley is graduating from her medical assisting program soon. Things are better with Barr, but he is not invited to her graduation. She wants to keep that boundary, and also she just ran out of tickets. She does want him to bring Holly on over to her house now so they can leave. He has not bathed Holly like she asked him to, and continues to stress out Ashley with his lack of timeliness or motivation to do anything. She's so mad, she ends the call with, "You know what? Enough, Barr. That's it. Your Uber's gonna arrive in 5 to 10 minutes. Ha! Roasted his ass. Really though, damn, like not only is Barr's car MIA, but his ex is paying and sending his Uber to go pick him up. Does that not hurt his pride even a little? He's man enough to tat his own face, but not man enough to pay his own Uber? Kaya calls her sister and vents about how mad she is. The sister suggested that Teasha might have been trying to surprise Kaya. With what? I don't think her choosing the dress for her would go over too well. Their styles are pretty different. Briana meets Jaden at a park, and we get to witness their awkward-ass first date. She asks why he's moving to Oregon. He says, because weed's legal? Briana says that's the dumbest answer I ever heard. Me and you can agree on that, Briana. Oh, and my mom lives here. That makes more sense. Jaden wants to work at either a dispensary or the VA, two vastly different jobs. And Briana says, no joke, she asks him, what's a VA? Or I don't even know what that is. Okay, I changed my mind. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Jaden then calls her cute, and she flatly thanks him. In her little confessional little thing, she says that smoking weed is a huge thing for her because Danae smoked weed a lot. She doesn't say if she meant a huge good thing or a huge bad thing, though. Rachel arrives to ATL. Her surprisingly normal family friends come to visit. They go to the bowling alley for Emerson's first birthday, and Emerson is walking around in only a diaper in the middle of the bowling alley. White trash! Mallory changes her mind about going to see Rachel's dad, since that actually isn't Mallory's own dad, and she doesn't care that much to go out of her way to go see him. Rachel understands, but Stephanie is mad because she didn't want Rachel to go alone. Rachel goes on this loud-ass rant, again, middle of the bowling alley. You can't tell me what to do anymore, and if you do, I'll just do it anyway. I can leave now and you'd never find me. You'd threaten me all the time and you'd never actually follow up on it. Which clearly, all that is true, that Rachel has never been disciplined a day in her life. At least not by Stephanie. Stephanie says she chooses not to discipline Rachel, but she very well could, because she's a good-ass mom. But the more disrespectful Rachel is getting in her little rant, the louder Stephanie is getting, to the point that Stephanie is straight up yelling, top of her lungs, middle of the bowling alley, just pointing that out. You want to see what's about it, Rachel? Bet, bet, bet! At this point, I'm sure the middle-class families in this establishment are either slowly exiting the establishment and or hiding the heavier bowling balls away from the sight of the beavers. Kayla is looking for houses, and Mommy decided to tag along again. You can practically see Kayla's eye twitching. Her mom is trying to joke around while they're looking at a place, sticking her tongue out at Kayla, and Kayla laughs like... fakest laugh I've ever heard in my life. Afterwards, they talk about the birth plan, and Kayla's mom seems very salty that she was not chosen to be in the delivery room. Kayla looks like she's about to kick her out of that back seat if she doesn't shut up. Teasha is ignoring Kaya's calls. Kaya then vents to her mom, who tells her to calm down because she's acting pretty crazy. And then finally, Teasha comes back, pants sagging like it's 2008, and tries to rationalize with Kaya. Her throat is so raw from arguing with Kaya, and she doesn't say too much while Kaya just screams at her some more. It's time for Ashley's graduation. As far as I can tell, she's the only mom on this show currently in school, so congrats to her. Her cap, she decorated it to say, just a teen mom, which seems a bit negative to me. I think maybe it should say, like, not just a teen mom, but anyway. She walks across the stage at graduation and later twerks in celebration. Stephanie apologizes for going off, but she still doesn't want Rachel to go see her dad alone. Rachel's like, yeah, just like I'd never let Drew be alone with Hazley. It's the same thing. What? Did we just dream up this a few episodes ago where you did that exact thing, or... Stephanie wants the family friend, Jake, to chaperone Rachel to see her dad, and her dad is not having it. He calls and asks why Stephanie is throwing a monkey wrench into the plans, and says Rachel's not going to be alone, she's going to be with her dad. Which, to be fair, Stephanie's rap sheet is almost as long as his, and she was absent for almost as long as he was in Rachel's life. And a lot of bad things have already happened under her trailer roof, so I don't know why she thinks Rachel is so much safer with her than she is with her dad. Rachel's take on this is, it's not up to me, I'm not 18. I don't know if walking into this hotel room has suddenly matured Rachel, but like 20 minutes ago, you remember she was going on that big, edgy teenage rant, you can't make me do anything, Mom, I do what I want. I do what I please. Sounded like a 13-year-old on Maury. Now she's all, it's not up to me, I'm not 18. Rachel logic has its own rules, I guess. Jason does not want the chaperone to be there, and he cancels the whole meeting. He says, I'm not doing this, sorry Rachel, this is not your fault, and he hangs up. Rachel doesn't care either way and says if he really wanted to see her, he'd suck it up and just deal with the chaperone, which is true. And that's all for this episode of Teen Mom Young and Pregnant. What do you think of the bowling alley white trash showdown? Should a chaperone have to go for Rachel to see her dad? And did Kaya have a right to get that mad over the prom dress shopping? What do you think of Jaden? Make sure to leave a comment down below and make sure to subscribe for Teen Mom Recaps every week.